Welcome to the annual University Awards Ceremony. I'm Wes Renfro, and I'm Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Tonight, we will recognize exceptional student achievements, both inside the classroom and outside of the classroom. The UNE community consists of many different groups of people, and this event brings them all together to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our students. Look around the room. Take a second to look at the students, the faculty, the professional staff, the family, the friends, all of you who are here tonight to celebrate. I'd also like to welcome and recognize the members of our UNE family who are watching tonight's ceremony via live stream. Whether you're on our beautiful campus in Tangier, Morocco, or checking in from home, or anywhere in between, we appreciate the role that you've played in helping our students succeed. We do not underestimate all that you have done to support and encourage today's students and their success. At UNE, we take academic excellence and student leadership very seriously. We also understand that the achievements we celebrate on campus are just the beginning. They are a foundation for an even greater set of accomplishments that you will attain as you move into the world. And it never ceases to amaze me how transformative 4 years can be in the life of an undergraduate student. So often I've seen undergraduates arrive at 18 or 19 years old, and they are just starting to discover the multitude of paths available to them. When I see the same students graduate 4 years later, they are squarely focused on where they intend to go in life. It is important that we pause periodically to applaud their progress along this journey and let them know that their hard work has not escaped our notice. Tonight is a time that we'll do just that, and I'm excited to celebrate alongside of you. I would now like to introduce UNE Provost, Dr. Gwendolyn Mahan.
Good evening, everybody. It is my great pleasure to join you on this special night when we honor the achievements of UNE's most amazing students. Before I direct some words of admiration to our nominees, I would like to extend my appreciation to the members of our faculty and professional staff who organized tonight's ceremony. Thank you for your diligent work to ensure our UNE superstars receive the recognition they deserve. Round of applause for that. Additionally, I would like to thank all members of our faculty and professional staff who are present here tonight. Colleagues, you challenge our students, you mentor them, you support them. You help them acquire the knowledge and skills to lead careers through which they make lasting differences in the world. Thank you for your caring about them so deeply and for making their successes possible. Round of applause for you. The parents, family members, and friends of our students deserve acknowledgement as well. Whether you are joining us in person or watching online, please know how grateful we are for the love and support you have shown your student. And thank you for allowing us the privilege of providing them with a higher education. And last, but certainly not least, student nominees. Through your hard work and dedication, you have earned our unending praise and admiration. Indeed, our greatest joy of this past academic year has come from observing you on and around our campuses doing such thoughtful, innovative, and impactful work. You are role models to your peers and ambassadors to our wider community with your passion, your creativity, your drive, and your energy. You inspire us all, and you brighten our days. Whether you have made your mark in the classroom, the lab, the field, one of our global programs, or elsewhere at UNE, you have demonstrated your exceptionalism. You have represented UNE so very well, and you have made us so proud. Let's give a big round of applause for our nominees. Students, thank you for committing yourselves to achieving greatness at UNE. Enjoy this night when we celebrate your successes. You have accomplished so much already, and I'm sure your best is yet to come. Congratulations.
Thank you, Provost Mahan, for those inspiring words. My name is John Vitale, and I'm the Dean of the Westbrook College of Health Professions, and I'm very grateful to be here tonight, part of this ceremony that honors the hard work of our students and our faculty who are by their side serving as teachers and mentors. At this time, I would like to invite Isabel Karlik, Advancement Engagement Officer, to the podium to tell us about the Alumni Council Essay Contest. More information about this award opportunity can be found in your programs.
Thank you and good evening. I'm Isabel Karlik, the Advancement Engagement Officer from the Office of Alumni and Stakeholder Engagement. I'm delighted to be here today to honor and recognize the incredible work of this year's scholarship recipients. This year's essay topic offered students an opportunity to reflect on a moment or an experience in their lives that shaped their values and to think about how those experiences connected to social, political, or economic changes in the world. Selecting the scholarship recipients each year is always a challenge as the student applicants produce such compelling and well-written works. But this year's contest was extremely competitive, and I want to emphasize just how many wonderful essays we received. So before I go on to announce the winners, please join me in congratulating all the students that participated in the essay contest this year. Okay. And now to announce the winners. Please hold your applause until each student comes up to receive their award. We had a tie for 4th place this year, so the 2 student recipients of that scholarship are Marina Beal from the class of 2027, whose topic was From Silence to Advocacy, and Aaron Harvey, also from the class of 2027, who wrote about the hidden cost of state health insurance. Aaron and Marina, please come up and accept your awards.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aaron and Marina will each receive a scholarship in the amount of $1,500. Our 3rd place scholarship recipient is Tyler Burns from the class of 2029, whose essay topic was Tragedy to Action, Safer Schools for Tomorrow's Generation. Tyler will receive a scholarship in the amount of $2,500. Tyler, please come up to accept your award. Okay. Our 2nd place scholarship recipient is Madison Gilbert, class of 2028, whose essay was titled What She Chose, an examination of the polarization of women's rights. Madison will receive a scholarship in the amount of $3,500. Madison, please come up to accept your award. And the winner of the 2026 Alumni Council Essay Scholarship 1st place is Callie Goudreau for her essay titled Bearing Witness. Callie will be receiving a scholarship in the amount of $6,000 for her incredible work. Callie is currently studying abroad this semester, so she won't be here today to accept her award, but please join me in congratulating her. Thank you again, and congratulations to all of our winners of the essay contest.
At this time, I would like to invite Sarah Gorman, Assistant Academic Director and Teaching Professor from the School of Arts and Humanities, to the podium to present the Hannah Fields Lannan Fine Arts Award.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to present this year's Hannah Fields Lanahan Art Award. But first, I would like to invite the 4 award winners to come to the left of the stage while I say just a few more words. Come on up. You can read a bit more about the Hannah Award and exhibition in the program of tonight's event. This is the 4th year of the Hannah Award contest. This year, the event was created and supported by Tim Lanahan and his brother Bob Lanahan, who are standing behind me on the stage. Tim is an alumni of St. Francis College, class of 1971. They created these awards in honor of their late mother, Hannah, to encourage undergraduate students of all majors to pursue their creative passion through an annual art exhibition and contest. Every year, the students' participation grows, and every year, the artwork is more impressive. This year, the work was so fantastic that the judges chose 4 top honorees instead of 3, which we think is an excellent challenge to have. There was a tie for 3rd place, and the artists received $200 each. Sophia Lanza, class of 2026, a major in business administration and minor in art therapy, received 3rd place for her painting Blue Heron and Rainbow Trout. Congratulations, Sophia. Do you want to go back? Can you take a picture? Oh. Right here. Thank you. Okay, yeah, you can go back. And Robin Pastor also received $200, class of 2029, an art education major. She received 3rd place for her painting Hinges in Harmony. Congratulations, Robin. Take a picture. They asked us to do this picture. The 2nd place receives $400, and this went to Jasmine Townsend Ying, class of 2026, a marine science major, marine biology concentration, animal behavior minor, for her soft sculpture bas relief of shark soup. Congratulations, Jasmine. And lastly, the 1st place and recipient of this year's Hannah Trophy Award and receiving $1,000 goes to Catrielle Conroy, class of 2026, a marine science major and an art minor, for her painting 363 Forest Painting. Congratulations.
Walk down and I'll give it to you.
Okay. We just want to say a special thank you again to Tim and Bob for their generous legacy in supporting of the arts here at UNE, and congratulations to all our winning artists and the talented participants this year. Thank you.
I'm now proud to introduce you to the range of national and international honor societies and organizations into which the University of New England students have been inducted. Looking at the listings in your program, you will see that our students are well represented in these organizations, which select only the strongest academic performance in their respective disciplines. We are pleased to be affiliated with these societies that honor overall academic achievement, as well as in disciplines including scholar athletes, history, occupational therapy, and psychology. The names of student inductees for all of these organizations are listed in your program, and they're an impressive list indeed. I would ask that all of the students who are honored members to please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. And now I'd like to invite Dean Renfro back to the podium.
I'm very pleased to announce awards recognizing outstanding students in each of the College of Arts and Sciences academic programs. I would like to invite Dr. Michael Cripps from the School of Arts and Humanities to approach the podium to present awards for Art and Design Media, Communications, English, History, and Writing.
We nominate Elizabeth Huggins, class of 2026, for the Outstanding Student in Art and Design Media Award. Elizabeth, please come to the podium. Liz has demonstrated a consistently high level of professionalism, responsibility, and enthusiasm for all components of her arts major. She is a double major in Art and Design Media and English with a concentration in writing. She also works on 2 minors, Business Administration and Education. Liz is a force of energy and drive. She is dedicated and insightful as a student, making work that is high in standard and quality and connects at an emotional as well as a universal level. Next up, we have Sarah Bedore, class of 2026, Communications and Media Arts. Sarah cannot join us today, but I do want to say a few words about her. Sarah is a recipient of our Outstanding Student Award for Communication and Media Arts. In addition to pursuing the Reporting and Public Relations concentration in our major, she is minoring in writing and in sociology. We have watched Sarah grow as a student and mature as a human being since she came into our program. She has overcome adversity, consistently takes advantage of key learning opportunities, and is recognized by faculty as a leader in the communications classroom. I could go on. I'll conclude by noting that she has completed 3 credit-bearing internships, which have helped her to find her passion and clarify her path. We are excited to watch her next steps. Next up, we nominate Owen Wadlington for the Outstanding Student in English Award. Wen, are you here? Wen joined UNE after earning his associate's degree from York County Community College. In a few weeks, he will finish the writing concentration in the English major, along with a minor in marine biology. Wen impressed us immediately. In both his literature and writing classes, he is curious, thoughtful, and always engaged. In class, he recognizes when a contribution would help move discussion forward, and he makes one. I have seen him contribute to constructive discourse by gently challenging an emerging class consensus and offering his own take. I regularly see him around colleagues' offices because he wants to know more about the course material or share a discovery. Whenever he is around and I have a few minutes, I always invite him into my office and I learn a thing or two. All right, next up is our outstanding student in history. She will not be here either. She actually graduated in December. While she's coming back for graduation, she did not make the trip from upstate New York to be here today. Our outstanding student in history is Vivian Nunez. Vivian is an exceptional student who focused her historical studies on public history with the goal of preparing for a career and/or further study in museum studies. In addition to her outstanding GPA, Vivian completed in exemplary fashion all the requirements for honors, the first history major to earn this designation. Vivian's honors project grew out of an internship with the UNE Special Collections, in which she conducted archival research to examine student college life in the late 19th and 20th centuries via scrapbooks. Vivian designed and hosted a scrapbooking workshop and created an exhibit that is currently on view in the library here on the Biddeford campus. Please join me in congratulating Vivian. And we come to the writing minor. I'm pleased to announce that Ariana Ox and Rachel Darren are twin recipients of the Outstanding Student in Writing Award. Both Rachel and Ariana have been standout students in a range of writing classes during their time at UNE, and both have writing-focused extracurricular leadership roles that engage students and add value and vitality to the college. Rachel, president of the Creative Writing Club, brings her passion for writing to every class and inspires her peers to pursue their creative interests. Ariana, editor-in-chief of The Bolt, has consistently elevated the caliber of discussion and creativity in her classes over the years at UNE. Both leaders in and out of the classroom, Ariana and Rachel, are guided by the North Star of writing in their lives and act as guides for their peers to follow in their footsteps. Oh, I think we need to get a photo. Come over here.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Stephen Travis, the director of the School of Biological Sciences, will present the awards for Biological Sciences, Medical Biology, Medical Sciences, and Medical Biology Pre-Physician Assistant. Steve?
Thank you, Dean Renfro. Good evening, folks. So I have the pleasure of presenting 3 awards tonight on behalf of the School of Biological Sciences. And our first award for the Outstanding Student for Biological Sciences goes to Kyla Benz. During her 4 years at UNE, Kyla has exemplified dedication, academic excellence, and above all, a profound commitment to veterinary medicine. Coming to us all the way from Alaska, Kyla has distinguished herself as an exceptional student with great potential as a future vet, earning acceptance to 8 veterinary schools at last count, including some of the most prestigious programs in the country. Kyla also loves teaching, combining her biological sciences curriculum with an education minor, working as a learning assistant in multiple science courses, and as a peer tutor in many others. Her faculty instructors consistently describe Kyla as dedicated, personable, and genuinely invested in helping others succeed. Her commitment to veterinary medicine extends beyond the classroom through countless hours of experience at Juneau Veterinary Hospital, the Animal Welfare Society, and the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. Kyla's remarkable combination of academic achievement, extensive hands-on veterinary experience, and dedication to service to others positions her for tremendous success as she embarks on her Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. Congratulations, Kyla.
Thank you.
They want a photo?
I think we do. Thank you.
All right, our next award for medical biology, medical sciences goes to Sydney Pelletier. In addition to her medical biology major, Sydney has pursued minors in both applied math and neuroscience, but regardless of the topic, she consistently performs at the very highest level in her coursework. Sydney's instructors describe her as a skilled, independent learner and with a constant desire to learn more. Sydney's maturity, together with her kind and outgoing nature, not to mention her humility, have led her into a variety of leadership roles at UNE, particularly as an orientation leader and peer tutor. Working in our Student Academic Success Center, Sydney has provided tutoring on topics ranging from genetics to chemistry to physics to calculus. Perhaps most impressive of all, Sydney is a student researcher in the neuroscience lab of Dr. Mike Berman and serves as his lab manager, requiring not only that she collect and interpret her own data, but that she also coordinates and organizes all lab records while making sure everyone is following animal care and research compliance regulations. Her work in Dr. Berman's lab has led to co-authorship on a conference presentation, as well as a manuscript that's nearing completion. And finally, just to give you an example of how well-rounded Sydney is, I should throw in that she is the current captain of UNE's varsity women's tennis team. Congratulations, Sydney. All right, and finally, Cameron's not with us, but the award for medical biology pre-physician assistant goes to Cameron Rozo. Cam's instructors describe him as an extraordinary student, bright, inquisitive, and truly interested in acquiring new knowledge, especially scientific knowledge, as he's shown a tendency to fill up his general elective requirements with all sorts of science courses. Cam has shown himself to be amazingly good at boiling complex topics down to their essential parts, which makes him the perfect peer tutor in his work as both a teaching assistant and for our Student Academic Success Center, helping students particularly with their physics assignments. During his time away from classes, Cam is known as an avid outdoor adventurer, spending lots of his free time hiking around the White Mountains in New Hampshire. After graduation, Cam will be taking a gap year to gain additional clinical experience before applying to graduate programs, and will be especially seeking out shadowing opportunities. So, wherever you are, Cam, congratulations. Thank you.
And I would now like to invite Dr. Alex Campbell, Professor of Criminology and Sociology, and she will present the awards for the School of Criminology, Society, and Politics, including awards for Applied Social and Cultural Studies, Criminology, and Political Science.
Hello. Unfortunately, Elena Sarsfield is not here today, but she is receiving the award for Outstanding Applied Social and Cultural Studies, and I'm still going to say a few words about her. During her time at UNE, Elena has distinguished herself through an exceptionally thoughtful and interdisciplinary approach to her education. She has pursued dual degrees in Applied Social and Cultural Studies with a concentration in health, medicine, and society, and in medical biology, while shaping her coursework and research around a deep commitment to public health. This commitment is evident in her impressive research trajectory. In the fall, Elena completed an applied ethnographic project with Preble Street's Florence House, and she is currently conducting her capstone thesis on staff perspectives related to follow-up care, resources, and client stability with Preble Street's recuperative care program. Her work not only contributes meaningful insights to support Preble Street's ongoing assessment of its internal operations, but also holds promise for broader impact through submission to a peer-reviewed journal. One of Elena's most notable strengths is her ability to think at the systems level, and this valuable skill positions her for her continued success as she begins her MPH at Boston University this fall. For our Outstanding Criminology Award, it is going to Justin Lopez, who also unfortunately cannot be with us this evening. But again, Justin, I'll say a few words about Justin, as he is very deserving. He was part of our first matriculating criminology class. And from the beginning, when he appeared in an introductory class of mine, I could tell he was going to be a brilliant student, and he has been. Other faculty acclaim his brilliance in the classroom with an outstanding GPA. His sustained engagement is always impressive, and every one of us is always very glad to see him showing up in class, often carrying an 8 a.m. class, as he is now for me. So very, very happy that Justin is receiving this award. And finally, for political science, I'm delighted to award this year's recipient to Jacqueline Down. Political science faculty attest that Jackie is an outstanding student with a rare passion for learning, critical thinking, and hard work. As one of her professors note, you never worry about her reading the class material or not speaking her mind. She flourished in our rigorous major and the senior seminar, achieving the highest GPA and completing an original thesis on the politics of denial, corporate media, and climate change. I have also had the pleasure of having Jackie in class and can also confirm that she is a phenomenal student. It is not often that a student suggests incredibly relevant and insightful readings to a professor, but Jackie does just that and shows up demonstrating a deep understanding and engagement for the material she studies. The political science program faculty confirm that they've been very fortunate to have a student as talented and dedicated as Jackie these past few years, and they are confident that she will go on to do amazing things.
Thank you, and I would now like to invite Professor Kristen Gorvin from the School of Education, who will present awards for elementary and middle school education, education studies, secondary education, and special education.
Hello, everybody. The School of Education, first of all, is very excited to present the award for elementary education to Mackenzie Messina for her outstanding accomplishments and deep commitment to becoming an exceptional educator. Mackenzie truly embodies the spirit of a lifelong learner. She consistently seeks out opportunities to grow her knowledge and refine her practice. Sorry, I'm stuck. Going well beyond what is required. One powerful example of this is her semester abroad in Tangier, Morocco, where she immersed herself in the local community through extensive volunteer work. Mackenzie's dedication to professional learning is equally impressive. She was selected to participate in a competitive NCTM, which is the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, funded mathematics grant, a year-long school-university partnership focused on improving elementary mathematics instruction. Through monthly professional development and close collaboration with her mentor teacher, she engaged deeply in the process of designing, implementing, and refining effective instruction. In addition to her academic and professional achievements, Mackenzie has demonstrated strong leadership as a School of Education ambassador. In this role, she has supported recruitment and retention efforts and maintained a positive presence in the program. Mackenzie's passion, work ethic, and dedication to students sets her apart. She's not only well prepared to enter the field of education, but she's also poised to make a meaningful and lasting impact. Congratulations, Mackenzie. Do we have to take a picture? Oh, wait. Sorry. I am not good at this. Okay, next, it's a privilege to recognize Sarah Bordeaux, an outstanding student whose creativity, passion, and thoughtfulness set her apart as an emerging middle secondary educator in the School of Education. These words are from Lane Clark, our school director. Sarah brings an energy to her work that is both inspiring and deeply student-centered. She consistently pushes herself to grow and in turn challenges her students to think more deeply and engage more meaningfully. What makes Sarah especially remarkable is her constant desire to extend her own learning. She chose to travel to Boston to attend the NCTE, National Council of Teachers of English, conference where we participated in sessions together. During that experience, I found myself forgetting that Sarah was still a student. Her level of insight, analysis, and reflection was truly beyond her years. She engaged in professional conversations with a depth and confidence that speaks to her readiness to enter and contribute to the field of education. Congratulations. I'm not going to hi. I got tiptoed. Bye. Okay. Next, the School of Education is very excited to present the award for special education to our student Daniel Himmelfarb. I haven't seen Daniel. I see Daniel. There he is. Yay. Okay, so Daniel, when we think of Daniel, 3 words come to mind: growth, commitment, and curiosity. Let's start with growth. Daniel did not arrive at our School of Education as the person you see before you today. He didn't come in with a lifelong dream of becoming a teacher. And honestly, he doesn't carry that stereotypical teacher energy. I didn't write this, Audrey wrote this. That we sometimes expect, the loud enthusiasm, the instant warmth with a crowd. What Daniel has instead is something harder to teach and far more lasting: a quiet confidence. A calm, assured presence that draws students in rather than performs for them. Watching Daniel grow into this profession has been one of the genuine pleasures of our whole program. Daniel is one of the most reflective students we have had the privilege of teaching. He asks questions not because he's lost, but because he genuinely wants to understand his students, his practice, and himself. In special education, that curiosity isn't just a nice quality, it's the whole job. That's all I can do. Congratulations. Oh, I gave Sarah the wrong one. Whoops. We gotta have a picture. Okay, this is my last one. The School of Education is very excited to present the award for educational studies to our student Megan Spooner. Some people arrive at their destination in a straight line, but Megan took a different route, and it turned out to be exactly the right one. Megan began as an elementary education major, then she moved into special education, and now educational studies. And at first glance, that might sound like someone who couldn't make up her mind, but when you watch closely, you see something else entirely: a person who kept pushing herself to find where she belonged. The answer she landed on was a classroom full of students with significant behavior challenges, kids who can be exhausting, unpredictable, and heartbreaking, and who are, frankly, a population that many educators quietly steer away from. Not only did Megan not steer away, she steered towards. This past year, Megan worked full-time in that classroom while simultaneously completing her coursework. What strikes those of us who know Megan is the contrast between the setting and the person. The classroom she worked in can be loud, unpredictable, and intense, but Megan is quiet, warm, calm, and it turns out that's not a mismatch, it's a superpower. Students who live in a constant state of dysregulation don't need more noise, they need more of what Megan brings. We are so lucky to have helped Megan find her passion, and she's moving on to do great things. Congratulations, Megan. Thank you. We have to have a picture taken. I gave your award to Sarah.
I would now like to introduce Professors Leah Beimers and Brian Franks, who will present awards for the School of Marine Environmental Programs in the following areas: aquaculture and aquarium sciences, marine affairs, marine sciences, marine biology, marine sciences, oceanography, climate change studies, environmental sciences, environmental studies, and geographic information systems. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Kristen, that's a hard act to follow. I am really delighted to be able to present. I'm going to do the first 4 awards, and then my, excuse me, my colleague Brian will do the second 4. These 4 students that I'm about to deliver these awards to, I remember very well in their first year in our introductory marine science courses. I had the pleasure of having all of them in class as first-year students, and I am not at all surprised that they have accomplished as much as they have, and so I'm just really proud and really happy to be able to deliver those awards today. So the first one is this year's Outstanding Student in Aquaculture and Aquarium Sciences, and it is Emily Thomas. So Emily joined the aquaculture and aquarium science major with a keen interest in learning how to use aquariums and natural history museums as a way to entice young people into the sciences. Her coursework and degree program choices of AQS and 2 education minors show her dedication to this goal of developing her science education and outreach ability in the context of caring for aquatic organisms. In the classroom, Emily has embraced learning new knowledge and skills and has become a proficient aquarist who understands both organisms and systems. Emily's motivation and enthusiasm does not only exist in the classroom, however. Shortly after starting at UNE, she got involved in the Clownfish Lab Group at the Girard Marine Science Center and quickly became one of the student leads. She was recognized by others as a mentor and a capable administrator. Her contributions also include co-creation of the Clownfish Times Lab newsletter, which showcased a C-Star Student of the Month. She organized activities for her fellow Clownfish Lab students with games and prizes, and even co-hosted a full Thanksgiving dinner with turkey and all the sides. Overall, Emily helped to create a community in the Clownfish Lab that was much appreciated by her peers. In recognition of her motivation, capabilities, and promise, during her time at UNE, Emily earned a place in 2 different summer internships, a Maria Mitchell summer education internship, which highlights learning through museums and aquariums, and an internship with the SUNY Maritime Adventure Camp. Faculty describe Emily as clever, fun, and dedicated, and we know her future students and colleagues will be lucky to learn from her. So congratulations, Emily. Can we give you a hug? Okay, next up is this year's Outstanding Student in Marine Affairs, and that is Miranda Caraba. Miranda is not able to be with us tonight, but I definitely want to say a few words about her. So she completed her coursework in the Marine Affairs major with a political science minor last December, and recently started a position in upstate New York as a community coalition coordinator with the Bridges-Madison County Council. She can't be here in person, as I just said, but hopefully she's watching and joining us online. So Miranda exemplifies the applied interdisciplinary nature of the Marine Affairs program within and beyond the classroom. She's an extraordinary student who embraced a range of challenging coursework with curiosity and careful critical thinking. She took full advantage of opportunities outside the classroom, spending the better part of a full year engaged in travel and study abroad in Iceland, Morocco, and Belize. Miranda received not 1, not 2, but 3 prestigious fellowships, a Millennium Fellowship where she oversaw the founding of the on-campus swap shop, as well as engaged in other campus sustainability activities, a UNE North Sustainability Fellowship where she designed and facilitated community engagement to highlight the science, art, and story of the Saco River. She also was awarded a David Shaw Innovation Fellowship where she continued that Saco River work. She presented her research on sustainability and community engagement at the Saco Bay Symposium and the National Sustainability Society Conference. Miranda's senior capstone project explored a cutting-edge legal theory for environmental protection entitled From Rivers to Whales, Adapting Rights of Nature Frameworks for Ocean Environments. We know that Miranda is just getting started as a change maker, and we can't wait to see where her next adventures and accomplishments take her. So congratulations, Miranda. Okay, number 3. This year's outstanding student in marine science, marine biology concentration is Mason Gorondona. So Mason has earned this award through incredible work ethic, an open and curious mind, and an academic ability that is top-notch. This applies to both in the classroom and out. As a student, Mason can be relied upon to accomplish any assignment, any exam, any project in an exemplary fashion. Speaking from my own experiences, like literally in class today, this afternoon, and from conversations with colleagues, I can tell you Mason is known and appreciated for his maturity and his dedication to learning about and doing science with integrity. Because Mason could handle his class and lab work with ease, and because of his innate curiosity and deep love for learning about the marine environment, he got involved in faculty-led research very early in his time at UNE. He's worked for several years, moving up into a leadership capacity in Dr. Jerry Fox's coral fluorescence lab, learning how to integrate technology and AI into coral monitoring and conservation. He submitted an abstract that was accepted for a research talk at the International Coral Reef Symposium this year. More recently, he joined Dr. Marcus Frederick's Crab Lab and immediately got involved in several projects, excelling in designing new qPCR assays for gene expression in different crustaceans. His work led him to already being a co-author on a published study where he measured stress-induced gene expression, and he's completing a project on gene expression in rare, colorful lobsters right now that will likely be published with him as the first author. What makes these accomplishments all the more impressive is that Mason has finished his marine science degree in only 3 years. And in case you thought that Mason just works all the time, he's also the UNE Scuba Club president and should be commended for organizing immersive experiences that many of his peers have enjoyed and learned from. Not surprisingly, Mason is destined for great things after he leaves UNE, and he's been accepted into a PhD program in Texas where he'll be able to continue his study of coral reef ecosystems. So congratulations, Mason. Last but certainly not least, we have this year's outstanding student in marine sciences oceanography concentration, and that is Josephine Pikowski. During her time in the School of Marine Environmental Programs, Josephine, or JoJo, as most of you probably know her by, has completed research with 4 different faculty members, reflecting broad engagement across the program, intense curiosity, and sustained participation in faculty-mentored research. Her most notable research activities have been with Dr. Charles Tilburg and Dr. Will Kotitsky using drone-based methods to study the coastal ocean. She has presented her work at the American Geophysical Union Conference in Scotland and has held several competitive positions, including serving as a sea change intern at Bigelow Laboratory for Ocean Sciences and as a William M. LaPenta NOAA student intern, which is a highly competitive national program. In addition to her academic and research achievements, we've been lucky to have JoJo as a champion of our programs to prospective students and the general public. She has been one of our main student ambassadors at open houses and accepted student stays for years, and even took it upon herself to encourage and train the younger cohorts. This is a remarkable showing of maturity and something we appreciate immensely. You can be assured that JoJo's pace of learning will not be slowing down after graduation from UNE, as she'll soon be attending the University of Hawaii to pursue graduate studies in oceanography. Congratulations, JoJo. Take your time.
So good evening. My name is Dr. Brian Franks, and I just want to take a few seconds to just say, for me, I'm probably the newest person to UNE here in the room. I'm in the middle of my 5th week here at UNE, and I'll say I'm, thank you, thank you. And I will say I'm more excited to be here now than I was when I started 5 weeks ago, and a big reason for that is getting to know the students in our programs and the tremendous work that they are doing, not only in the classroom, but outside the classroom. And you know, they frequently say that faculty, professors, teachers inspire students, but I certainly think that's a two-way street. Our students inspire us as well. not only with their dedication to their academics, the dedication to their research, but the dedication in trying to make the world around us better. And I think the award winners tonight are a testament to that. So I have the distinct honor of announcing the award winners in our environmental programs. For each awardee, I'll share some background and some kudos that were provided to me by the faculty within the school. And I think you'll agree, it shows what rock stars they truly are. So we are going to start with our Outstanding Student Award for Climate Change Studies. And that awardee is Harley Dyer. And Harley has excelled academically at UNE with a double major in marine biology and biological sciences, minors in climate change studies and marine affairs. She consistently earns top marks through hard work, dedication, and a genuine depth of engagement with the material. Beyond the classroom, Harley is an active member of the Marine Mammals and Communities Laboratory, where she puts her climate change minor to work, investigating how cetaceans can serve as sentinels of environmental change. In this role, she's not only dependable, but a natural leader, and she's recently presented this research at the Northeast Student Chapter of the Society of Marine Mammalogy Symposium, and she hopes to continue in research post-graduation. What is perhaps most clear about Harley is that she has her sea legs. She's a true lover of the ocean who takes every opportunity to be out on the water, whether it's through coursework, field work, her role as a Marine Science Center lab tech, or as captain of the UNE Rowing Club. She's also served the university in a myriad of ways as an orientation leader for first-year students, as a marine science and adventure sports educator intern, and through UNE's Scholar Program. We're proud to recognize not only Harley's academic achievements, but her passion, dedication, and bright future ahead. Join me in congratulating our Outstanding Student Awardee for Climate Change Studies, Harley Dyer. You got a pick.
Forgot, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so next up, we have our Outstanding Awardee for Environmental Science, and that's Johanna Burcham. Johanna grew up in the rural Midwest, harvesting and learning about conserving wild resources with her family. She brought this interest to UNE and has applied those interests in environmental conservation in the classroom, outside the classroom, and across the sciences. Her success is demonstrated not only with her academics, but also by the many awards, funding opportunities, and honors she has received. These include the Presidential Merit Scholarship, the Dean's List, being a finalist for the Barry Goldwater Scholarship and Excellence in Education Foundation, and the UNE Alumni Funding for Summer Undergraduate Research Experiences. During her time here, she has cultivated a wealth of research experience, and I'll just name a couple: working as the head researcher on a common tern population project with Minnesota's Department of Natural Resources, a GIS-based research examining the impacts of winter storms on Maine's coastline, and during her SURE last summer, Johanna examined how seaweed harvesters' livelihoods are impacted by social, political, and ecological change along Maine's coast. She leads Dr. Ebel's NSF EPSCoR Maine Smart Research Lab, where she actually mentors 2 undergraduate first-year students in research design, data collection, and data analysis on the conservation and use of fiddleheads in Maine, which I actually learned the other day what fiddleheads are. Very interesting, for sure. Johanna is active across campus and beyond, working as a team lead at admissions, a board member for the American Fisheries Society subunit, and has been a member of UNE's Outing Club, Fishing Club, and Giving Tree Society. And then this is a very recent development. Johanna was awarded a National Science Foundation Graduate Research Fellowship, which is one of the most prestigious federal awards a graduate student can obtain, and with this fellowship, she will be pursuing a PhD in anthropology and environmental policy next year. Please join me in congratulating this year's Outstanding Student Awardee for Environmental Science, Johanna Wilson. Congratulations. That was a long one.
No, good.
Absolutely.
It's good to have you here.
Okay, next up we have our Outstanding Student Awardee for Environmental Studies, and that is Sophie Cronin. Is Sophie here? Yes. So Sophie has also excelled at UNE both in and out of the classroom as an environmental studies major and GIS minor. She completed a summer sustainability fellowship with Save Our Shores Saco Bay to help them understand how sand is moving in nearshore environments. That information is critical to better understand coastal erosion and to help build effective strategies to mitigate that erosion. She's presented this work across the region, including for the Saco Shoreline Commission and at numerous conferences around the state. Sophie has been instrumental in mapping Maine's beaches and marshes, not only providing baseline data, but also documenting the changes we are seeing, all of which is actively contributing to improving the resilience of southern Maine's coastlines. Please join me in congratulating this year's awardee for environmental studies, Sophie Cronin. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay, and our last, but again, certainly not least awardee is our Outstanding Student Award for Geographic Information Systems, and the awardee this year is Alexis Weaver. So Alexis came to UNE from nearby Kittery, and little did she know is that Kittery is where she would get an opportunity to return and work with her community to affect positive change. She completed the UNE Summer Sustainability Fellowship, working with the town of Kittery to better understand the current status of shade tree cover, and then utilize those data to make recommendations to improve shade across the community. Another important aspect of building resilience to climate change effects. Alexis's work was fundamental in helping to advance the Kittery Climate Action Committee's goals. She then took her skills to the York Land Trust as a GIS stewardship intern, where she helped the Land Trust improve their GIS data to support more informed decision-making in the community. She has also worked on numerous additional GIS projects that have helped local communities increase resilient strategies and have prepared her for her future career. Join me in congratulating this year's awardee in Geographic Information Systems, Alexis Weaver. Congratulations. Congrats.
I'd like to welcome Dr. Craig Tenenhouse, professor in the School of Mathematics and Data Science, to present the award for data science.
This year's Outstanding Student Award in Data Science goes to Jojo Pikowski. So I'm just a mathematician, but I've had the pleasure of being Jojo's instructor for a number of classes here at UNE. She has approached her mathematics courses with the same zeal and curiosity of any mathematics student. And over the years, I've gotten to know her quite well. She always brings a positive attitude in and out of class, and she's quick to ask questions, quick to learn, and quick to implement what she's learned. Other faculty in the program say that Jojo's presence in the classroom elevates and sets a tone. She has a very positive effect on the class atmosphere. Her code that she writes is described as elegant and is used as example work in subsequent class offerings. She's gone from impressive to wow in the classroom, and I concur. We would all be happy to call her a colleague. Jojo has the rare talent of integrating her academic interests in creative ways, and this inquisitiveness and excitement about the confluence of two disciplines will serve her very well in the future. From her project in my algorithm analysis class, implementing an optimization method inspired by hunting methods of whales, to her summer project building an open source Python package available for academic and industry research. I always tell my students that being great at one thing is laudable, but being able to not only achieve results in two disciplines, but also being able to merge those two disciplines is where they will really shine. JoJo continues to exemplify this model, and we're very excited to award her the Outstanding Data Science Student Award. I'm proud of the role I've been able to serve in her academic development here at UNE, and we're excited to see what she does next.
I would now like to welcome Dr. Amy DeVue, Director of the School of Molecular and Physical Sciences, and she will present awards for biochemistry and chemistry.
Good evening. Congratulations to Lucas Gerard, who has been selected as our outstanding student in biochemistry. Lucas Gerard came to UNE after studying at Southern Maine Community College and completing international travel and several significant research experiences, including time at Bigelow Labs. All experiences that solidified his interest in research as a career. Lucas has been deeply passionate about biochemistry while pursuing the boundaries and possibilities of the field in his courses and through his research. Since at UNE, Lucas has notably distinguished himself as a leader of the Student Research Club while also undertaking not just one, but 3 separate research stints in 2 short years and an off-campus internship in a different state. Specifically, with Dr. Eva Balog, Lucas was selected as a BioSense student intern in summer 24, a program funded by NSF. Part of a multi-institution collaboration, Lucas implemented an assay to screen binders of interleukin-6. He presented the team's findings at the University of Wyoming at a symposia. While there, and true to Lucas as a human being, he successfully networked to secure another R&D internship opportunity at Unlocked Labs in Wyoming for the next summer. Back at UNE, Lucas compared native and mutant enzymes and the impact of temperature under the direction of Dr. John Stubbs. Dr. Stubbs states, quote, Lucas has an insatiable curiosity and excitement about chemistry and biochemistry, asking questions and bringing up ideas that show he has integrated many concepts together in a sophisticated fashion. Further, while with Dr. Jennifer Garcia in the same time frame, Lucas used a purified enzyme to qualify elements in yeast extract. Dr. Garcia recalls Lucas's resilience and dedication to achieve outcomes, even when his enzyme precipitated out of solution over break. She states that Lucas shared the wonderful world of biochemistry with others in her lab. Overall, Lucas is known to be curious, thoughtful, and engaged in all of his activities and courses, characteristics that distinguish Lucas as our outstanding student. Further, as Lucas pursues opportunities beyond UNE, he's looking to pursue graduate work in biochemistry at a European institution, so stay tuned. We're sure he will do great things. Congratulations, Lucas. Next up, our outstanding student in chemistry is Kay DeFrosia. I'm glad they can stand here while we can talk about all of our outstanding students. It's a good thing. Kay has completed a major in chemistry and minors in anthropology and applied math. Kay is well-rounded and multifaceted, a global thinker, a community leader, a scholar, and an advocate, someone who is passionate about using chemical and mathematical logic to solve problems across disciplines that will deepen knowledge for society's betterment. Faculty colleagues describe Kay as a scholar who possesses, quote, an exceptional combination of intellect, curiosity, and independence, and someone who is, quote, empathetic, humble, and persistent, while not being afraid to be wrong. Always loving a good puzzle, it is no surprise that Kay distinguished themselves in scientific research, both in courses and with faculty since starting at UNE. Kay studied the rate-enhancing effects of copper in organometallic reactions with Dr. Stephen Fox, and also completed computational research on supercritical fluids with Dr. Stubbs. Not only was Kay selected for UNE's Sophomore of the Year Award, they also won a nationally competitive summer fellowship with the American Chemical Society. In this ACS internship, Kay specifically studied at Brookhaven National Labs Nuclear Chemistry Summer School, learning how their interest in chemistry and mathematics touch the atomic scale. Kay also completed the Kenya travel course, before studying abroad in Tokyo, Japan in the fall 25 semester, where they learned Japanese, and spent time in local schools during hosted conversation hours. After graduation, Kay will advance to a NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory internship in Pasadena, California, completing experiments to support the space program's emerging Europa Clipper mission. What cannot be understated is that as impressive as Kay's academic accolades are, their community-mindedness and humanity are indeed greater. Thus, I'm certain that whatever Kay chooses to pursue after will be nothing short of impressive. Congratulations again to Kay DeFrosia, our outstanding student in chemistry for academic year 25-26.
I would now like to invite Dr. Jennifer Stiegler-Balfour, professor in the School of Psychology and Brain Sciences, and she will present awards for animal behavior, mental health rehabilitation, neuroscience, and psychology.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to present this year's Senior Award in Animal Behavior to Eden Morris. Doesn't look like Eden is here, but I'm still going to share my remarks. Eden is truly an exceptional student and an absolute linchpin in our campus community. Over the past 4 years, she's maintained a place on the Dean's List, an achievement in itself, but what makes this even more remarkable is everything she has accomplished alongside it. She has pursued a minor in political science, built an impressive range of professional experiences spanning salmon conservation, dog training, and veterinary medicine, served as a resident assistant, and taken on a leadership role as a campus tour guide. Eden's work quite literally spans the alphabet of animal behavior, from American woodcock to zebrafish, which speaks to both the breadth of her experiences and her intellectual curiosity. What truly sets Eden apart, however, is the way she thinks. She's deeply thoughtful, consistently making connections across courses, and always pushing herself to go beyond what is required. She embodies what we hope for in any of our students: curiosity, engagement, and a genuine passion for learning. Eden, your contributions to this program and to our community have been extraordinary, and we're excited to see where your path takes you next. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition. is my pleasure to present this year's Mental Health and Rehabilitation Minor Senior Award to Celeste Valerio. Celeste has been an absolute delight to have in class. She brings a consistent level of engagement, thoughtfulness, and professionalism that elevates every discussion she's part of. In clinically oriented courses, such as theories of clinical and counseling psychology and internship, she stands out for the quality of her questions and the insightfulness of her responses. She doesn't just learn the material, she works with it, applies it, and pushes it further. Her contributions in class clearly point to her promise as a future mental health professional. Celeste demonstrates the kind of reflective thinking and interpersonal awareness that are essential in therapeutic work. What is equally impressive is her clarity of purpose. Celeste has a well-defined career path and a strong sense of direction. She plans to become a master's level therapist specializing in sports psychology, combining her interest in mental health with performance and athletics in a meaningful way. Celeste, your focus, curiosity, and professionalism have made a strong impression on your faculty, and we're confident you will continue to grow and excel in the next stage of your journey. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor. Next, it is my pleasure to present this year's Neuroscience Senior Award to Danielle McCarthy. Danielle is an outstanding student whose record reflects both excellence and consistency at the very highest level. As a neuroscience major with a minor in education, she has earned recognition on the Cass Dean's List every semester since enrolling, an extraordinary accomplishment given the rigor of her academic path. But what truly defines Danielle goes beyond grades. She's insightful, kind, prepared, and quite simply a model student. Her commitment extends well beyond the classroom. As a student athlete, she received the Anchor Award, an honor given to someone who's essential to the foundation of their team, reliable and consistently strong. Balancing those responsibilities alongside a demanding academic program is no small feat, yet Danielle has done so with remarkable poise. Danielle has also been deeply engaged in research through Dr. Peterson's Self and Close Relationships Lab, where she has worked for 4 years and now serves as co-manager. She has contributed across all stages of the research process, from study design to dissemination. Notably, she co-led a large-scale 4-year wave analysis spanning from 2010 to 2025, documenting a decade-long decline in mental health among emerging adults in New England, work that is both timely and impactful. Her passion for learning is matched by her commitment to transdisciplinary perspective, integrating neuroscience with the social and psychological dimensions of health. After graduation, Danielle will attend Sherman College to pursue her Doctor of Chiropractic. We have no doubt she will continue to make meaningful contributions in her field. Danielle, congratulations on this well-deserved honor. And last but not least, it's my pleasure to recognize Brooke Contarino with this year's Senior Award in Psychology. Brooke's journey to this moment is especially impressive. She joined UNE at the start of her junior year after previously pursuing a business major somewhere else, and from day one, she hit the ground running. In a remarkably short time, she has excelled in her coursework, built meaningful relationships with faculty, and immersed herself fully in the psychology program. One of the clearest examples of Brooke's dedication is her work in Dr. Ashley Shaw's AVID Lab. Her contributions have been substantial, culminating in her current work on the lab's first peer-reviewed manuscript, which they hope to submit next month. Brooke played a key role in writing the methods section and did so with precision and care that reflects her growing expertise as a researcher. Beyond the lab, Brooke has also distinguished herself in applied settings. For her psychology internship, she's been working at the St. Louis Child Development Center in Biddeford with 4- and 5-year-olds. Her supervisor has been deeply impressed by her reliability, curiosity, and professionalism. From the very beginning of her first time in this program, Brooke has stood out as one of our most insightful, dedicated, and engaged students. She's made the most of every opportunity and continues to push herself towards meaningful goals. After graduation, Brooke plans to work as a post-baccalaureate research assistant with a long-term goal of earning her doctorate in clinical psychology, specializing in childhood trauma. We're confident she will make a profound impact in this field. Brooke, congratulations on all your outstanding accomplishments.
I'd now like to welcome Dr. Linda Morrison from the School of Psychology and Brain Sciences, and she will present awards for Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies and the Jessica Cox Henderson 1886 Activism Award.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to all the previous award winners. The Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies program is proud to be presenting 2 awards this evening. The first award is for the Outstanding Student in Gender, Women, and Sexuality Studies, and it's my distinct pleasure to announce that this year's recipient is Emily Ott. And I'm going to do what Professor Gorovin did. I need my people to stand with me. So what is this thing you stand behind like? I don't get that. So you just got to come be here with me. Come on, right here, close. Emily's graduating this year with a major in psychology and minors in mental health rehabilitation and gender, women, and sexuality studies. After having been accepted to multiple prestigious graduate programs, Emily ultimately decided that she will continue her education this fall at Boston University, pursuing her MSW degree. While at UNE, Emily has served as a teaching assistant for statistics under the direction of Dr. Stiegler-Balfour. She studied in Morocco for a semester, and she's been an integral part of the UNE Players just this last month, performing in her very first musical, which I went to. For the past 2 years, she's also served as a group facilitator for the Center for Grieving Children in Sanford, Maine, first as an intern under my direction, and later as a dedicated and valued volunteer. I know, I'm going to get choked up. I know that as a future mental health provider, Emily will ultimately make the world a better place by her commitment to justice, civil rights, and gender equality. And I couldn't be prouder to have been part of her journey. On behalf of all the faculty in GWS, it's my pleasure to award you the Outstanding Student Award. Gotta hold it so that. Give me a minute. Another hug? Oh, I got lots of hugs. Thank you, buddy. My second award is the Jessica Cox Henderson Award. In 1995, UNE merged with Westbrook College, but before that merger, Westbrook College was called the Westbrook Seminary and Female College. In 1886, student Jessica Cox Henderson challenged the gender-based restrictions on female student behavior and organized a protest against women students' sex status as second-class citizens at the Westbrook Seminary. In that vein, the Jessica Cox Henderson Award for Activism recognizes a person or group who not only studies but then acts on the basis of that knowledge. This year's recipient of the Jessica Cox Henderson Award goes to Grace Hooper. Grace is a senior psychology major with a minor in GWS. She transferred to UNE from Husson College in 2023 and is currently considering where she's going to go. I've been pressing her. What are you doing? Where are you interviewing? Now you know why. But she's working hard on getting that first position, and I know she's going to kind of mirror her interest in human resources and business and psychology as well as gender studies. Among her many contributions to the campus community, Grace did her psychology internship last fall with the Title IX office on campus here under the direction of Amanda Klein, and she quickly became passionate about issues of discrimination, harassment, and sexual violence. She was both innovative and diligent in her prevention programming efforts. This spring, as part of a group of students within the GWS program and in my course, and in collaboration with some students in the social work program, she is helping to plan the Take Back the Night rally and march, which will be held next Wednesday, April 29th. Plug for the program. Grace emerged as a leader within that group, and she has learned a ton about collaboration, activism, and persistence as a part of that project. For her embodiment of Jessica Cox Henderson's legacy of dedication to gender-related rights and equality, the GWS faculty are honored to recognize you with the 2026 award. Here you go. You got to get our picture taken. Thank you. Good job, kiddo. Proud of you. Okay, thank you.
I'd like to introduce my colleague and friend, Dr. John Austin, Dean of the Honors College.
Good evening. I'm John Austin, as it says. Besides being the Dean of the Honors College, I'm the P.D. Merrill Chair of the College of Business, and it's that capacity that I am here. I'm very pleased to introduce awards recognizing outstanding students in each of the College of Business academic programs. The Business Administration Outstanding Student Award recipient is David Wilcox. David is a natural leader, both in the classroom and on the UNE men's hockey team. David is a hard worker who consistently puts in the effort to succeed, and his commitment and character make him a standout among his peers. He has actively participated in the experiential opportunities offered through the College of Business, including trips to Iceland and working for the NFL in Ireland, and is a leader of our UNE Sales Club. Congratulations, David.
Thank you. My whole team just walked by. That's hilarious.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yep. The Outdoor Business and Innovation Outstanding Student Award recipient is Fritz Van Winkle. Okay. Fritz was the first student to enroll in the newly launched Outdoor Business and Innovation program. Fritz consistently demonstrates an initiative to step outside of his comfort zone and embrace new challenges. Just as importantly, he's always ready to lend a helping hand, making a positive impact to those around him. His natural curiosity and willingness to step up and lead in the classroom have made him a standout student and an amazing representative of this program. Congratulations, Fritz.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The Sustainability in Business Outstanding Student Award recipient is Mina Regnery. All right. Mina has been a great student during her time with UNE, excelling in the classroom and with experiences that complemented her work. She's participated in an academics pitch competition, interned with a regional water pollution agency, and interned with a movie production studio in California. Mina will continue her time with UNE as a sustainability fellow this summer, using AI to enhance the marketing efforts at the Wells Reserve, and travel to Denmark to study social innovation in the Nordic region. Congratulations, Mina. The Sport Leadership and Management Outstanding Student Award recipient is Connor Curcio. Connor is a truly model student whose standard of excellence is at every level to which these are written by some faculty instead of myself, so sometimes I get flipped up here. Connor is a truly model student whose standard of excellence is at a level to which every future SLAM student should strive to emulate. Connor's academic preparation and academic performance were always noticed throughout the College of Business. He has also been recognized for his academic accomplishments through multiple accolades as a longtime member and 3-time captain of the men's basketball program. Connor embodies excellence, and we look forward to following his personal and professional journeys. And I understand that Connor is continuing on at Alfred University in the MBA program and as a graduate assistant. Congratulations, Connor. I would also like to note that the awards for undergraduate students in our Westbrook College of Health Professions programs will be announced at their baccalaureate graduation ceremony next month.
At UNE, we are fortunate to have a community that values and nurtures excellence. Our students, faculty, and professional staff are so engaged and so impressive that it takes not one, but 2 events to recognize their leadership and service. The second of which took place on Sunday, April 19th. At this event, our undergraduate student government presented many of these awards. Some of their awards, however, will be presented tonight. First are the awards for excellence in faculty mentoring and advising. This award is presented annually to 1 College of Business, 1 College of Arts and Sciences, and 1 Westbrook College of Health Professions faculty member or advisor who is consistently available, supportive, and displays a genuine interest in student success. These individuals cultivate a broad network of resources, both on the campus and in the community, and regularly identify, refer, and share resources with their students. The recipients are mindful of students' academic, personal, and professional goals, using them throughout their mentoring relationship. The awardees also encourage and respect diversity and possess knowledge of and sensitivity towards others' background. I welcome Ellie Curtis, President of the Undergraduate Student Government, to the podium to present these awards.
Hello, everyone. It is an honor to stand before you all on behalf of the Undergraduate Student Government to present this series of Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising Awards. At UNE, faculty do far more than simply teach inside the classroom. They guide, support, and inspire students. We've all had that moment of rushing to a professor's office, absolutely thrilled to share good news, whether that be passing an exam, landing an internship, or discovering what you want to spend the rest of your life doing. And in turn, these faculty celebrate like it's their own win. These faculty members help shape our dreams. It is a privilege to recognize those who have gone above and beyond to help students thrive. With that, I am proud to present this year's Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising Award winners. First, I would like to present the Excellence in Faculty Mentoring Award for the College of Arts and Sciences on behalf of the undergraduate student government. This is what one nominator wrote about the recipient. As a physics tutor this last semester, I witnessed firsthand how much she cares for their students and the students' success in the subject. They are both thorough and efficient in keeping the class on task and focused through various different exercises across the semester. This year's award for Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising Award for the College of Arts and Sciences to Dr. Tia Martineau. Congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you for pouring in so much time and energy to support the UNE students. Next, in the Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising Award for the College of Business, the nomination for this recipient said the following. She is an incredibly supportive, responsive, and committed advisor for the entirety of the College of Business students. She goes above and beyond for all students that enter her office. I am proud to present this award to Madison McFarland. Congratulations. Thank you for all you do for our students here at UNE. I'm happy to present the Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising Award for the Westbrook College of Health Professions on behalf of the undergraduate student government. The nomination for this advisor said the following. I've been lucky enough to have them as my advisor throughout my time as a WCHP student, and they have been nothing but amazing and helpful. They make sure that students are supported not only academically, but mentally as well, which can be so important for college students. This year's award for Excellence in Faculty Mentoring and Advising for the Westbrook College of Health Professions goes to Valerie Jones. Congratulations to all award winners, and thank you for your care and dedication to UNE students.
As the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, I'm especially pleased to tell you about the Deborah J. Summers Award for Teaching Excellence. A strong faculty is the heart of student learning in college. Their expertise must be ever current, and their knowledge of their field unimpeachable. In teaching, however, knowledge is the easy part. A professor must also instill passion in his or her students and teach them on many levels to inspire them to learn and excel. Deborah Summers was such a professor. She taught in the business department, and sadly, she died in a car accident in 1997. The award named for her, created and selected by students, is given to a professor who has inspired and motivated students to realize their full potential. I welcome USG President Ellie Curtis back to the podium to award this high honor.
I am honored to present the Deborah J. Summers Award for Teaching Excellence, an award created by students in memory of a professor who truly inspired others through her passion, kindness, and unwavering belief in her students' potential. This is what one nominee said about this year's recipient. She is one of the most genuine faculty members I have come in contact with. She not only is passionate about her work, she pushes to see her students succeed. With her help and confidence in me, I have been able to push myself to my fullest potential. I would not be here today if it was not for her. It is with great admiration that we present this year's Deborah J. Summers Award for Teaching Excellence to Dr. Kristen Burkholder.
The time has arrived to present our university awards to undergraduate and graduate students for excellence in academics, research, leadership, and service to the university and to their greater communities. Nominations for many of these awards are submitted by faculty and professional staff who work closely with these students, and a selection committee of administrators and faculty who spend hours reviewing nomination letters and student resumes to arrive at these very difficult decisions. To have been nominated for any of these awards is an honor unto itself, so please join me in congratulating all of the nominees who are listed in our program. The Community Service Award is presented to an undergraduate student who has demonstrated exemplary commitment to service in the university or greater community. Sage Lawler, Area Coordinator, will present this award.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sage Lawler, and I'm the area coordinator of East and West Residence Hall. I'm honored to present the Community Service Award to one of the resident advisors I have had the pleasure of supervising this academic year. Not only does this person gracefully manage her own academics, internships, and extracurriculars, but as an RA, she has helped to juggle the needs of all 45 residents on her floor as well. She has submitted dozens of facility work orders to maintain health and safety. She has had countless conversations with residents to mentor them with career advice, academic support, and mental health check-ins. And she has implemented numerous programs to educate and build community on this campus. As an example, she hosted a program this year where her residents wrote a reflective letter to themselves, knowing that they would get it back at the end of the year. In these letters, she prompted them to describe what their hopes and dreams were in that moment and where they wanted to be in the future. This RA still has these envelopes sealed in her res hall room right now, ready to be handed back next week, in hopes that her residents will leave this semester feeling proud of their growth. I was really impressed that this RA initiated such a thoughtful experience that allowed her residents to be intentional with their growth and to witness it over time. This not only shows that this person has the capacity and drive to succeed in her own ambitions, but consistently goes above and beyond to help those around her. While most RAs are only in this role for a year or two, this person has been supporting residents for 3 out of her 4 years here at UNE. Because of this, she has learned what being an RA means at its very core. Her programs are focused on what residents actually need, and her interactions help the housing office professional staff understand what is happening on the student level in our residence halls. Being thoughtful about these details is what makes us able to be so supportive to our students here on campus. Moreover, this person has also experienced some of the heavier incidents on this campus. During her tenure in the RA position, she has gone through scenarios that most peers her age won't ever experience. She has been the first responder during multiple crisis interventions that resulted in UNE students being transported to the hospital to avoid suicide attempts. It is during incidents like those that someone's true colors shine. During our debrief conversations after intense moments, I am blown away by the students' compassion, empathy, strength, and authentic altruism. It is incredibly easy for me to say that this person is mature beyond her years, a fact that has deeply served the students on this campus. It is selfless and thoughtful people like her that keep the UNE community safe. So, after Shane sent me the list of awards last month, and after reading the description for the Community Service Award, I knew that this student deserved it more than anybody else. She has spent so much of her time at the university serving those around her, and it's moments like our supervisory meetings every other week that make me feel so grateful for what we do. The Community Service Award goes to Eliza Neal.
The Experiential Education Award was created by the Offices of Student Internships, Global Education, and Service Learning. It honors a student or students who have pursued and achieved diverse academic experiences pertinent to their liberal arts education, including internships, civic engagement, research, and global education. Professor Kristen Gorovin from the School of Education will announce this award.
Okay, so I'm thrilled to present this award, the 2025 Experiential Education Award, to Shauna Curran. In her time at UNE, Shauna has combined global learning, fieldwork, and research experiences. As an education major, and special ed and mental health rehabilitation minor, she's completed fieldwork placements in various districts across Maine. Her classroom experience includes preschool and elementary teaching positions, multilingual education work, and special education experience. Furthermore, Shauna served as a mentor for the Future Teachers of Maine Summer Institute held at UNE. Beyond the requirements for her major, Shauna has earned inclusive leadership and multilingual education micro-credentials to further develop her career readiness. In research, Shauna participated in the May 2025 CAS Research Symposium, where she presented on inquiry-based methods to explore how intentional questioning supports conceptual understanding of mathematical ideas. She applied her real-world experience with differentiated instruction and instructional strategies to scholarly inquiry. Finally, Shauna has taken advantage of several global learning opportunities at UNE. That's the wrong page. Oh, sorry. She has participated in both a semester abroad in Tangier, where she volunteered at Children's Home, and in Professor Lane Clark's comparative education course with travel to Ireland. Perhaps most interestingly, Shauna was accepted to the 11th Korean Arctic Academy last summer. That's cool. She was the only American student to be part of the cohort and traveled to South Korea on a fully funded symposium on maritime and climate studies. Her final presentation to the Academy was on experiential Arctic education and environmental stewardship, adapting methods for the global classroom. Wow. Shauna has truly taken her UNE education and applied it through fieldwork, research, and global study. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's so good. Oh, good. Oh, now we got a picture.
The Global Education Award was created to honor any undergraduate student who has demonstrated an exemplary commitment to global citizenship by participating in UNE global education programs, such as a semester or year abroad, faculty-led study away travel courses, or volunteering for programs or internships abroad. Susan Faraday from the School of Marine and Environmental Programs will announce this award.
First, I'm going to recognize all the worthy nominees for this award. Congratulations on this honor and upcoming graduation. I'm proud to announce the recipient of the 2026 Global Education Award to Miranda Carrabba. Miranda can't join us in person tonight. I hope she's online, but I want to share a few remarks about her. As a student, Miranda has taken full advantage of international learning opportunities at UNE, including participating in 2 semesters abroad and 2 short-term faculty-led travel courses. Miranda started her UNE global experiences in her first year by participating in Professor Lane Clark's comparative education course with travel to Ireland. The following year, she studied at UNE's campus in Tangier and had the unique opportunity of applying for a second semester abroad while still in Morocco. During her second semester abroad in Akureyri, Iceland, Miranda took courses aligned with her marine affairs major and political science minor, including international trade and finance, and adding on studying a little Icelandic as well. While in Akureyri, Miranda and other students studying in Iceland, joined UNE Provost Gwen Mahan and Director of UNE North, Cameron Wake, at the Arctic Circle Assembly. This event brings together world leaders, scientists, local communities, and business people to foster international dialogue and cooperation in Arctic affairs. While volunteering at the Assembly, Miranda took over UNE Global's social media to thoughtfully share her reactions to and thoughts about the Indigenous, military, and environmental policy perspectives that she encountered. Upon her return to Biddeford, Miranda continued to learn through a global lens by participating in Dr. Jerry Fox's coral biology travel course to Belize. By studying such geographically and climatically diverse locations, Miranda has experienced both the importance of distance place-based learning and the interconnectedness of all humans. With future plans to study environmental law, she is a shining example of how UNE students strive to make the world a better place by enthusiastically learning from and sharing in their international experiences. Congratulations, Miranda.
Nominees for the Student Leader Award all demonstrate a commitment to excellence that produces positive change in the university community. They possess a balanced collegiate lifestyle, and they serve as role models. Dr. Michael Berman from the School of Psychology and Brain Sciences will present this award.
Thank you. I'd first like to recognize all the nominees. It's a long and distinguished list. Congratulations to all of you. But it's really my pleasure to welcome Sydney Pelletier back to the stage. Sydney is this year's student leader. We've seen her up here before, but she deserves all the awards we can give her. She's really made an outstanding impact on every aspect of university life. Dr. Travis told you earlier about some of her work in my lab, where she started as a volunteer and rose to lab manager based on her skills, her leadership, her attention to detail, her quick learning. She's really taken over all aspects of the research, supervising other students, training them, overseeing all aspects of our protocols, and stepping in small emergencies like we had this morning. So thank you, Sydney. But her academic excellence doesn't end there. Her skill and ability to teach others has been recognized in her work as a peer tutor and appointment as a learning assistant to, it turns out, a whole host of classes, some of which I just learned about tonight. This is so impressive, and it's not just a demonstration of her academic abilities, but also of her commitment to serve her peers and community. And if that's where her work ended, it would probably be enough, but it's not, right? She serves the university in many capacities. She's been an orientation leader at the Student Affairs Office, where she has oriented the next generation of students to both the joys and the rigors of college life. She serves UNE as a leader scholar. The program emphasizes undergraduate mentorship and leadership development. I understand that here she's completed projects to strengthen student communication, time management, club member retention, and organization. And wait, there's still more, right? She's a leader as captain of our tennis team, where she mentors and serves as an example to her teammates. She helps organize practices, and she leads the culture of the team. She's also participated in Morocco's study abroad program, where she engaged in a really, prestigious, high-impact shadowing of some surgeons. She's truly made an impact on all aspects of our university's life and deserves all the honors we can give her, and I know is going to go on to great things. So please join me in congratulating Sydney.
I invite John Rosine from the Westbrook College of Health Professions to the stage to present our Undergraduate Research and Scholarship Award in Medicine or Public Health.
Come on up, Jamie. So it's with great pride I present the Outstanding Undergraduate Research and Scholarship Award in Medicine or Public Health to Jamie DuPont. And come right on up here. First, I'd like to recognize John and Kelly DuPont, Jamie's parents, and thank them for allowing me the privilege of helping guide Jamie through her academic career and the research process. You've done an amazing job with an outstanding young woman. I've had the opportunity to work closely with Jamie both in the classroom and in the research setting, and in almost my 30 years as a faculty member, I can say without hesitation, she is one of the most driven and intellectually curious undergraduate students I've ever worked with. One of the most rewarding parts of working with Jamie is seeing her take her work beyond the lab. She is first author on a manuscript that's currently in revision, has presented her work regionally, and has an upcoming presentation at the American College of Sports Medicine annual meeting in Salt Lake City in May. She is also part of a research team throughout this academic year investigating a neck strengthening program and its potential for concussion prevention. And for good measure, she's in the process of finishing another IRB proposal to submit to the IRB, which will maintain her collaboration with UNE as she moves on to the next level at graduate school. All this while being the captain of the women's ice hockey team. Truly an impressive feat. Jamie embodies everything this award is meant to recognize: dedication, curiosity, and a true commitment to advancing knowledge in medicine or public health. She will continue her academic and research pursuits as a fully funded graduate student, studying exercise physiology at Middle Tennessee State University in the fall. It's been my honor and privilege to mentor her, and I'm excited to see what she accomplishes next. All I ask is that you stay in touch so that you can serve as a mentor to other undergraduates that attempt to follow in her footsteps, and she is a very tough act to follow. Please join me in congratulating Jamie. Can I get a hug too? Sure.
I invite Dr. Charles Tilburg, professor in the School of Marine and Environmental Programs, to the stage to present our Undergraduate Research and Scholarship Award in the Natural Sciences.
So it is my pleasure to present the Outstanding Undergraduate Research and Scholarship Award for the Natural Sciences to Jojo Pikowski. So JoJo has made it a little difficult on me. This is her third time up here, and all of the stories that I was going to say have already been stolen by my colleagues over there who've already said wonderful things about JoJo. So I'm going to go in a slightly different direction and say less about her accomplishments and more about her character and some of the things that make her such a good researcher. So JoJo is completing a dual Bachelor of Science in Marine Science, the concentration in oceanography and data science. She's also pursuing minors in applied mathematics and GIS. But what truly sets JoJo apart as a scholar is her deep curiosity, the most important quality in my mind of any scientist. JoJo is driven to understand why the ocean behaves as it does. And she brings creativity, persistence, and genuine enthusiasm to that pursuit. Over the last couple of years, she's developed an ambitious and coherent research program in estuarine and coastal dynamics, integrating fieldwork, geospatial analysis, and quantitative modeling. Her work includes the design of an innovative drone-mounted salinity sampling system, something we've never seen before. It's a highly original approach that reflects both intellectual independence and technical skill. But not only is she a great researcher, she's also shown an extraordinary commitment to sharing her science. As an undergrad, she's delivered a remarkable number of poster and oral presentations that have been talked about here before at campus, at regional, national, and even international venues, including her research at one of the world's largest ocean science conferences in the world, American Geophysical Union, held in Glasgow, Scotland. She's also not just had her research here at the University of New England. She's done
She's contributed impactful research at organizations such as Bigelow Laboratory for Ocean Sciences, the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and she's been working side by side with professional scientists for years now. Equally important, JoJo is a generous collaborator, a mentor to her peers, and an engaged member of the research community. Her curiosity, her independence, and her true passion for discovery exemplify the very best of undergraduate scholarship. So please join me in congratulating JoJo Pikowski.
Thank you. I'd like to invite Dr. Ashley Shaw from the School of Psychology and Brain Sciences to the stage to present our Undergraduate Research and Scholarship Award in the Social Sciences, Humanities, Business, or the Arts.
Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to present this award to Eva Fortier. Come on up here. So Eva has been in my lab for 2.5 years since I founded the lab 2.5 years ago, and I honestly don't know what I'm going to do without her. We have completed our first study, which was on adjustment and well-being in first-generation college students. And Eva was really part of the inspiration for me pivoting to this new angle of research. And I'm so glad I did, because we've really been enjoying delving into the data together. She's been involved in literally every step of the process, from the initial literature reviews, IRB submissions, making the REDCap survey, coding data in a system called Atlas TI. That's a really high-tech platform. And she's really become the lab guru in a number of tech systems like REDCap Survey and Atlas TI. She's also really become a leader in the lab and really is sort of the go-to that people go to tell them what to do in certain situations. I also want to mention that she's presented our work at several different venues, both at UNE and in New Orleans recently. She came with me to a conference called the Association for Behavioral and Cognitive Therapies, and I was just so impressed with the maturity and professionalism with which she handled herself, both in presenting her poster and interacting with colleagues. It was really amazing to see. On a personal note, over the past 2.5 years, it's been quite a whirlwind. I was pregnant, I had maternity leave, I came back from postpartum, and Eva really has been the rock that's always been there. If you know my office is in the suite with my lab, so I see her quite often. She's been so incredibly thoughtful. I remember when she surprised me with a gift basket for my pregnancy, and I'll never forget the adorable llama slippers that my daughter still fits into. And I really, really am going to miss seeing her on a weekly basis. In terms of Eva's next steps, she has gotten into UNE's Master of Social Work program, and she may even pursue a doctorate after that. Whatever Eva ends up pursuing, I know she's going to do an amazing job, and I just hope she keeps in touch, and I will really miss you.
I invite Kathleen Miller from the UNE Library to present the Undergraduate and Graduate Student Sustainability Leadership Awards.
So the UNE's Sustainability Leadership Awards aim to celebrate and spotlight individuals or teams who demonstrate outstanding leadership in sustainability efforts at UNE. The Environmental Council defines sustainability broadly, using the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as a framework. The awards are designed to recognize contributions in research, curriculum development, operations, and our external collaborations that foster a culture of sustainability across UNE's campuses. This is our second year presenting Sustainability Leadership Awards at UNE to an undergraduate student, graduate students, staff, and faculty in recognition of their contributions to making UNE a better place to live, work, and study. It is my honor to announce the 2026 recipients of the Student Sustainability Leadership Awards. The Undergraduate Student Sustainability Leadership Award goes to Kara Mikovits. Kara is a respected sustainability leader on campus. Her research sits at the intersection of marine science and environmental change, and she brings a community-level perspective to her scientific work that is shaped by her engagement with sustainability. Outside of the lab, Kara works as an eco-rep and serves as a student co-chair of Environmental Council. She has revived the university's Green Office program and has supported initiatives like the Swap Shop and UNE's greenhouse gas emissions inventory. She leads meetings with faculty and administrators, translates environmental issues into actionable discussions, and does all of this while maintaining rigorous coursework and meaningful research contributions. Kara exemplifies the kind of student who makes a university's sustainability culture real and enduring. Congratulations, Kara. And we have the Graduate Student Sustainability Leadership Award goes to Ellie Woodworth. Is Ellie here? Ellie is the founder and original chair of the College of Osteopathic Medicine's Sustainability Committee, which she successfully brought under the UNICOM Student Government Association to ensure continuity, accountability, and sustained progress on COM's environmental goals. Through her leadership, the committee has become a vital channel for elevating UNICOM student perspectives and voices within university-wide sustainability initiatives. Now in its third year, the committee fosters meaningful dialogue and action in both university and national organizations, including Medical Students for a Sustainable Future and Planetary Health Commission. Ellie established the annual completion of the Planetary Health Report Card, which provides a meaningful and measurable comparison to medical schools across the country and evaluates ongoing sustainability efforts at UNICOM. This enduring structure and culture of engagement are a direct result of Ellie's vision, persistence, and commitment to environmental responsibility. Congratulations, Ellie.
And now we honor those student scholars who have excelled in their academic performance and have demonstrated a balanced commitment to their collegiate experience through their involvement in leadership and service. Dr. Anna Bass from the School of Biological Sciences will present the Sophomore Award for Academic Excellence.
Good evening, and thank you for your persistence in remaining here tonight. So, to be nominated for this award, a sophomore must have stood out in the classroom. However, to win the award, the nominee should demonstrate not only academic achievement, but also collegiality, scholarly work, and service to the community. And now, before I go on, I want to recognize that what I just said. To be nominated, you have to stand out. So kudos to all of those who've been nominated. So I'd like Kaya Anderson to come up, though. So Kaya Anderson stood out for consistently high performance, finishing second in a high-performing genetics cohort. She also stood out for her engagement. Come on up here. I'm like those other ladies, too. and curiosity. Kaya not only answered, but also asked questions during class, indicating preparation. She didn't memorize facts, but instead learned how to apply facts in solving complex problems. Don't read ahead. However, she did quickly memorize her PRN, highlighting her attention to detail. I tend to take off points if students don't get their PRNs right. While academic achievement may be reflective of a course grade, academic excellence is also about demonstrating collegiality. Kaya stood out in that area as well. During genetics, I used classroom collaborative learning, and during these sessions, Kaya did everything expected and more. She listened to others in a respectful and patient manner, shared her understanding, and corrected her understanding if necessary. So Kaya is also involved in service and scholarly research. As a member of the basketball team, Kaya serves on the Student Athletic Advisory Council and is a member of the Nutrition Club, allowing her to serve not only student athletes, but also the wider community. Finally, she conducts scholarly research in the Ganter Institute. Dr. Ganter says that Kaya is a quick learner, highly engaged, and a good fit with the research group. That's high praise coming from Dr. Ganter, those of you who know him. I suggest that these extracurricular activities also demonstrate excellent time management skills. So thank you, Kaya, for your academic achievement, collegiality, scholarly work, and service to your community. Congratulations on this award, and I look forward to seeing you continue to excel during your undergraduate career. Oh, let me get it.
Dr. Sam Touchette from the School of Molecular and Physical Sciences will present the Junior Award for Academic Excellence.
Right. Thank you. Good evening, and congratulations to all of our award winners so far this evening. But it's my pleasure to present the 2026 Junior Academic Excellence Award to Trevor Seymour. This nomination was put forward on behalf of the School of Molecular and Physical Sciences, which unanimously and proudly endorsed Trevor for this honor. So if you've ever tried to get a room full of chemists and physicists to agree on anything unanimously, you know how hard this is. Trevor made that easy. That enthusiasm reflects just how strongly Trevor has distinguished himself as a student, scholar, and member of the UNE community. This award honors a junior who stands out not only for academic achievement, but also for collegiality, scholarly engagement, and service. Trevor represents all of these qualities in truly exceptional ways. As a public health major with a minor in biochemistry, Trevor has been on the dean's list every semester since arriving at UNE and is a presidential scholar. But impressive as those accomplishments are, they tell only part of the story. What makes Trevor truly so special is the way they pair excellence with generosity. In class and in the lab, Trevor is remarkably sharp, deeply curious, and consistently driven to understand material at its highest level. Just as importantly, they instinctively bring others with them, helping classmates, encouraging peers, and leading with humility and kindness. Through undergraduate research in the Baylog Lab, peer health education, campus involvement, and community mentoring, Trevor has already made a meaningful impact at UNE and beyond, and I look forward to seeing what they do next. On top of all those accomplishments, Trevor's even a dance instructor at Maine State Ballet. They are an outstanding student, an emerging scholar, and a genuinely wonderful member of our community. Please join me in warmly congratulating Trevor Seymour. Congratulations.
We'll now present the Susan J. Hillman Math and Science Education Award. Nominees for this award show dedication to STEM education and professional promise as a STEM educator. Students with formal or informal teaching experience in STEM fields will be considered. The awardees should have a bright intellect and be known as a role model and mentor among their peers. Now I ask once again Professor Kristen Gorovin from the School of Education to come to the front to present this award.
No more. This is the last time, I promise. Okay. It is my pleasure to present the Susan Hillman Award to Emily Thomas. Emily is an exceptional student whose dedication to STEM education and inclusive teaching truly sets her apart. Emily is an aquaculture major with minors in education and special education. She's thoughtfully shaped her academic journey around a clear purpose: to make science engaging, meaningful, and accessible to all learners. Her interdisciplinary preparation reflects not only strong academic ability, but also a deep commitment to inclusive and equitable STEM instruction. Emily's passion for teaching science is evident in both her coursework and her extensive hands-on experiences. Through courses such as Science Outreach, she's developed the skills to design and deliver engaging, inquiry-based learning opportunities. Beyond the classroom, she's brought these skills to life as a marine environmental science educator at SUNY Maritime Adventure Camp, that sounds cool, where she worked directly with students in immersive hands-on environments. She further expanded her impact through an education and outreach internship at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab, where she strengthened her ability to communicate complex scientific ideas with clarity and enthusiasm. These experiences have not only deepened her knowledge, but have also solidified her commitment to a career in STEM education. Emily's intellect, work ethic, and genuine passion for teaching make her an outstanding recipient of the Susan Hillman Award. She exemplifies the very best of what it means to be a future STEM educator. Please join me in congratulating Emily Thomas. Now we have to have a picture taken. Whoops. The guy.
I take you. The College of Arts and Sciences Dean's Leadership Award was established to honor a CAS student who exemplifies the value of a liberal arts education by bringing together academic excellence with demonstrated applications beyond the classroom, while also engaging in leadership activities in the college. I now invite Associate Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Amy Kierstead, to the front to present this award.
Well, thank you, Dean Renfro. And normally the dean presents this, but I wrestled it away from him. We did arm wrestle for this. It's my pleasure to present the CAS Dean's Leadership Award to Kay DeFrosia. So we have already heard about Kay's many impressive accomplishments and leadership roles. You don't have to cuddle up to me. It's fine. In chemistry from Dr. DeVue. But what I'd like to add here are Kay's other leadership contributions while a student at UNE. Now, to be fair, Kay is not one to toot their own horn or to pursue leadership roles for fame and fortune. But Kay's contributions have followed a more subtle path, except that NASA thing. Like, that's pretty impressive. But they've not gone unnoticed. So I can tell you that Kay leads by example and with intentionality, and that this takes many forms. Sometimes this is speaking up in class when a difficult topic is raised to offer their insight or perspective, thereby opening the floor for others to follow more comfortably. And I know Dean Renfro has seen that in your citizenship class. I've come to count on Kay as one who will volunteer to go first and present their research results, even when everyone's really nervous, and that everything seems a little more relaxed when one of your peers has already gone. Kay was also a member of Dean Millen's Student Leadership Advisory Council, affectionately known as the Slackers, And while Kay always offered valuable feedback and insight, one of their greatest contributions was suggesting that the slackers recognize faculty and professional staff who had impacted students' success. Kay's recommendation set the wheels in motion for further refinement and implementation of a very successful campus-wide campaign that recognized faculty and professional staff with acts of kindness. I can also tell you that Kay leads with generosity. And I can't count the number of times that Kay has stepped up to serve their school or our college. A constant presence at admissions events, Kay offers their time and expertise to talk with prospective students and their families, as well as visiting faculty candidates, to offer the critical student perspective. I also recently learned that Kay's efforts span across the globe as they volunteered their time to teach English while on their study abroad semester in Japan. And perhaps in preparation for their own graduation in just a few weeks, Kay has helped out twice with the CAS graduation ceremony, both on stage and behind the scenes. In fact, I don't run, Aaron Stetson runs, but I am present at a lot of events, and I think every single time you've always said, Dr. Kay, how can I help? And so it really takes a village to do the things that we do, and Kay, I'm so glad that you're a member of ours. So in sum, considering their many leadership endeavors in teaching and research in the community and deployed with kindness and intentionality, it's my pleasure to present Kay DeFrosia with the Kath Steens Leadership Award.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We're in all three of us.
All three of us, all right, monkey in the middle. Thanks.
Our final and highest award for the evening is presenting to the outstanding senior who has excelled in academic accomplishment, leadership, and citizenship. Congratulations to all of the students who were nominated for this award. And I invite you all to stand at this time so we may recognize you for your excellence. Dr. Charles Tilburg from the School of Marine and Environmental Programs will now present the Jacques Downs Award for Academic Excellence.
So it is a true honor to present the Jack Downs Award, recognizing the outstanding student in the College of Arts and Sciences, to JoJo Pikowski. So before we begin, I promise we checked. JoJo is in fact eligible for this award as well. At this point in the evening, JoJo's already perfected this walk up to from her table to the stage. So this is JoJo's fourth appearance on this stage, which officially moves her from award winner to headliner. I want to reassure everyone, this is the final award of the night. We saved it for last, not to build suspense, but this one really does belong to you, JoJo. I want to begin at the very beginning, because JoJo's origin story tells you just about everything you need to know about this extraordinary woman. Early on, when she decided to work with me, JoJo quite literally tracked me down during a snowstorm. And I don't mean, she sent an email. I don't mean this metaphorically. She did track me down during a snowstorm. I mean, determined weather defying. I will be a scientist, even if I have to brave Maine in the winter level commitment. I've joked ever since that I didn't really have a choice about working with her. And I'm profoundly grateful that I didn't have that choice. From that moment on, JoJo made one thing very clear. Once she decides to do something, there are no half measures. JoJo is everything you would want in a student and a scholar. She has curiosity, the most important trait in science, and her curiosity has taken her everywhere. Over the course of her undergraduate career, she's worked on everything from coral fluorescence to environmental DNA, to computer programming, to drone flights, to even physical oceanography, my specialty. She refuses to stay in one lane, and she's never satisfied with surface-level explanations. She always wants to know what's driving the patterns underneath. She was willing to learn entirely new tools to find this out. She brings determination or stubbornness, whichever one you want to use, especially when things don't work the first time or the second or the third or the fifth. And she has the rare ability to see obstacles not as stop signs, but as invitations. More importantly, though, she brings pure joy to discovery and science. There's nothing quite like watching JoJo figure something out and then having the excitement of bringing it to you to explain it to you. You can see the moment a problem becomes a breakthrough, when suddenly that struggle was all worth it. This joy is infectious, and it reminds me why I fell in love with science in the first place. During her time as an undergrad, JoJo has worked across an extraordinary range of environments. Here at UNE, as you heard before, with 4 different faculty. At Bigelow Laboratory for Ocean Sciences, she then went all the way to Seattle to work for NOAA. She's moved from boats to field work to laboratories to code to high-performance computing. Everywhere she goes, she contributes meaningfully and earns trust quickly. One experience deserves special emphasis, though. JoJo was selected for the William M. LaPinta NOAA Student Internship Program, and I still remember when she came to tell me about this and how excited she was. This is one of the most prestigious and competitive undergraduate research internships in the country. Only a very small number of students nationwide are chosen each year for this, and participants are trusted with work that has real scientific and operational impact. NOAA essentially said, yes, we trust this undergraduate student with globally important data, and JoJo justified that trust completely. But what truly sets JoJo apart, what makes this award so fitting, is JoJo's generosity. JoJo cares deeply about the people around her. Over the years, she's developed what can only be described as a legion of devoted first-year fans. If you're a new student trying to figure out whether you belong in science, JoJo is the person who makes the answer feel like an obvious yes. She shares her knowledge, her code, her time, her encouragement, all of these freely, and in doing so, she raises everyone around her. Next year, JoJo will head to the University of Hawaii to pursue graduate studies in oceanography. We're going to miss you immensely here at UNE, JoJo. But let's be honest, JoJo won't really be gone. In classic JoJo fashion, she'll keep tabs on us, check in on our projects, ask how the data look, and quietly make sure I'm still doing things the right way. The Jack Downs Award honors both excellence and character, and JoJo embodies both completely. She is curious, she is determined, she is joyful, she is generous, and she's deeply committed to science and to the people who do it. JoJo, it has been an absolute privilege to work with you, and an even greater privilege to celebrate you repeatedly tonight. Congratulations, you've earned every moment of this.
We're almost done. We've had an awful lot to celebrate tonight, and you've been most generous. I'm going to very briefly go off script, and I'll keep it concise, and say that I've stood here for the past 2.5 hours, and I've heard all the achievements, these things that we can count and we can quantify, students who published, who did field work, who volunteered and taught in schools, who traveled the globe, who gave back, who participated in athletics. And I'm left with this impression that it wouldn't matter if we're at UNE or any college or university in the entire country, and the collective achievements of these students would be absolutely impressive. And as I've watched these young people come across the stage, I don't know all of them, but I've got to know some of them, a good number of them. And by my count, I've had 4 of them in a class. And in addition to their spectacular, easy to measure achievements that would impress anywhere at any time, the young people here are kind and thoughtful and civic-minded, and they speak up for each other. And they are just honestly much nicer and better, I think, than people were at the similar ages of my generation. And I want to thank the parents and the grandparents, the neighbors, and the girlfriends, and the boyfriends, and the spouses, and the faculty and the professional staff who've been a part of this. And I also want to thank all the young people here today, because I know that you will improve our world. And I hear a lot of flack out there about how young people today are somehow worse than they were 10 years ago or 100 years ago. And I would argue that if you were at this ceremony tonight, you would know that that is not true. We are all so proud of you. And so with that, would all of the nominees for all of the awards, faculty and professional staff and students, please stand and be recognized one last time. Congratulations and thank you. Y'all have a great night.